So to start off, I thought the game was going well right up until Drummond and Barlow were removed from the floor in the first quarter, as Walker could not guard the paint at all in his minutes, and it definitely allowed Miami to get out in front by a decent margin. So the Heat outscored Philly in the paint tonight by 20, giving up 72 total points in the paint, which is of course not acceptable, but it's understandable without our key rim protectors in the lineup. Miami scored a barrage of points in the paint tonight and seemed to get into the paint whenever they wanted without much resistance being offered by Philly's defenders. Philly needs to learn how to protect the paint in the next game or they're in big trouble. So Norman Powell also was hitting some ridiculous threes in his minutes and got bailed out by the refs a handful of times, going to the line for 3 free throws 3 separate times in this game.
There's Maxey a little bit earlier than that.
Powell 3 over Tyrese Maxey.
Philadelphia was able to hang around and compete with Miami for most of the first quarter. For Philly, I just wanted to shout out Andre Drummond. I thought he was overall pretty impactful tonight in the minutes that he got, finishing with 14 points, 24 rebounds, in just about 38 minutes. Felt like he rebounded everything when he was out there tonight. It was really cool to see. Throughout the first quarter, the Sixers were playing well on offense with no one dominating the ball. There were stretches where Maxey would create the offense, then George would do the same. Maxey had some moments where he was finding the open man on the court really, really quickly, and I hope to see him keep that up in the long run. There was definitely more off-ball actions tonight, so that definitely helped spread the options out tonight.
But it's a whole nother thing. I've been on running teams. You have to concentrate on running.
So George and McCain both looked really nice out there after both of their long absences from the Sixers lineups. So they don't have their full rhythm as of now, but of course it's a positive to see them getting better with each game, feeling more confident and playing well with the team as a whole.
8.5 minutes left, second quarter. Sixers trailing 49-35. Paul George, pull up for the elbow is good.
So Trenton Watford played really well tonight. He put the ball on the floor and attacked Miami's zone quite a bit. I liked this play right here where Maxey's gravity draws in the inbound defender and it leaves a clean pass right into Grimes where he attacks the aggressive defense for the basket. Speaking of Grimes, he played well off of the Heat's defense and seemed to always be in the right spot to attack the holes in the defense. He knocked down his fair share of shots to make the game competitive. Just an insane shot by Maxey. The Sixers stepped up their defense late in the second quarter to put real pressure on Miami going into the half, and Philly made a real push to take the lead before the break.
Edwards. McCain, step back for the tie.
I'll say it again. I think Watford did a phenomenal job staying aggressive. Right here, Watford cuts in and George glances over, well aware that McCain is wide open without a defender in sight, so great find by George. Next possession, Maxey kicks the ball out to Watford, then it goes out to Drummond, and Hawkes left Maxey wide open for the knockdown three.
Pass, Maxey, 3, yes!
On this play, Watford cuts in, Maxey sees him, finds him, and it leads to an easy basket.
2025 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go places. Watford, another floater.
The ball finds itself in Watford's hands right here, and there's 2 open shooters. He selects to go to Maxey, and now he's wide open.
Maxey on a kick out. Yes!
So this is where the Sixers got killed in the second half, as they could not seem to slow down Hawkes at all. He got to any spot he wanted, and McCain really struggled to guard him with the size disadvantage. I also want to point out that Davion Mitchell was throwing laser passes, and the two of them just picked apart Philly's defense in the second half over and over again. There should have been some real adjustments being made around this time, but the Heat could just not be stopped, and it was becoming really hard to watch at several points in the half.
One-on-one with Edwards, spins around Edwards and lays it in.
The fact that it's coming off of your defense, too. The Sixers getting to run out and get some buckets.
Smith on the kick out. Answers for the... It's 88. Hawkins for Smith. And a putback slam by...
The Sixers did manage to hang around. This was a nice pass by Paul George, which led to two defenders dropping down and leaving two guys open from three. Drummond ends up with it and hits the three to close the quarter. So this entry pass into the zone defense creates lots of movement for Watford to find the open man as the defense scrambles. McCain, of course, knocks down the open three.
Grimes in the corner. Grimes hooks his way around, goes up, circus shot. He finished.
Here's some great defense by Justin Edwards.
Johnson has it poked free by Edwards. Run out for Quentin Grimes and the finger roll back-to-back bucket.
Again, great defense by Justin Edwards with two blocks starting the fast break.
And another one.
Justin on both of those blocks.
Watford Euros his way to the right side.
Here's a great find by Maxey to Watford. Philly ended up losing the game 117 to 127. This was definitely a winnable game for Philly, and they had the win right there in front of them in so many instances. They just kept letting Miami go on so many of these long stretches without disruption, right before slowly crawling their way back. This loss was really annoying, not gonna lie, but credit to the Miami Heat for stepping up when it mattered. Hopefully Philly can get back in the win column on Tuesday against the Magic, but it's going to be a tough game for Philly with all the injuries. We'll trust the process though, and thank you for watching.